Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 64, and today we are returning with two big games of our Tigers as we take on Arsenal at home in the FA Cup third round replay and take on United away at Old Trafford as well in the Premier League. Before we play these games though, show you how I've been getting on off camera, and also one signing in the January transfer window. Let's get to that first. So let's get to that first thing, because you know me, I love my transfers. I think it was the last episode, or possibly the one before that, where you saw the board give us £30 million for the January transfer window, which probably wasn't the wisest thing to do with our club in the state it is right now financially. But I got the money, and I thought if I got it, I might as well spend it. And I've brought in a new wing-back, George Becerra, who is signed for the club, or Becerra, I should say, actually. This is a Chilean right midfielder slash right wing-back, and I got to say, this to me seems like an absolute bargain. Now, it cost us £13.25 million, as that was his release clause of the Mexican club Monterrey, and I really like him. I mean, I really do. He's got some fantastic stats, and of course, this season, we've now switched to the 3-5-2. You saw that in the last episode. We need players in the wide areas that can contribute both on defense and on offense, and this guy's got the stats in all the right areas. I really like him. I mean, I really do. As you can see, physically, he's very good. 16 acceleration, 16 agility, 14 balance, not bad, 17 natural fitness, gotta love that, and 15 for pace and 16 for stamina. That is ideal for our wide midfielders in this 3-5-2. Mentally, he's quite poor. I've got him tutored by Kante right now, so hopefully we can get his determination up, which is quite low for my liking at just 11. That is one of the real negatives to Becerra's, George's game. But his work rate's very high though. Absolutely love that at 16, and technically very good as well. 14 crossing, 16 dribbling, and 17 passing as well. 15 tackling too. Very good. So we need to train the positioning, which right now, as you can see, is getting the individual training, and get his determination up too. But other than that, this guy looks very good. I think this is an absolute steal. 13.25 million, all it cost. It's a 5-year deal, 42 grand a week, and I think this is a steal. I really do. Playing in this system, I think he's going to be fantastic for us. So that so far is the only transfer of the window, and probably will be the only one as well. I don't want to spend all of our money, to be honest. I'd rather keep some, because right now our finances are getting worse at the moment due to my reckless spending in these two windows. But yeah, he'll probably be the only signing, but he seems like a good steal. I like him a lot. But anyway, in the last episode, you saw our 4-0 victory over Dinamo Zagreb, our 2-2 draw away at the Etihad against City, and then our thumping 5-0 victory over Palace in the first game using the 3-5-2. I've played several games off camera, 7 in total, and it's been a pretty decent run. We started with a 2-1 victory at home to Middlesbrough. Brian Donnelly bagging a brace in this game, of course. Hadn't been amongst the goals for quite a few games. Then, of course, scored a hat-trick in the Palace game. Also scored a penalty in the City and Dinamo Zagreb games as well. And then 2 in this game as well. Sterling scored either side of the goals, but Brian's goals got us the win, and I was pleased to see that. And then we beat Arsenal 2-1 at the Emirates Stadium in the Premier League in what was a really interesting, intriguing tactical battle where lots of different formations were tried by both teams, but in the end I just about managed to edge Klopp in this game as we won it by 2-1. Scored the first 2 goals. Ruggiero's first one was quite a nice build-up. Donnelly scored our second, a lovely little counter. Sandro in the end scored a consolation for Arsenal, but we held on for the win. After that, a 1-0 victory away at Hawthorns against West Brom. I fielded quite a weakened side for this game, but we still got the job done. Saido Berahino scoring against one of his former clubs just before the break as we won the game by a 1-0. So we were doing well. 4 wins on the trot with a 3-5-2, but I was thinking surely at some point it's all going to come crashing down, and it did in the very next game. A 3-0 defeat away at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, where Chelsea scored 5 minutes in. The ex-City and Schalke German wide midfielder Leroy Sané giving them the lead. 13 minutes later, João Mario made it 2-0, and then I thought to myself, right, I've got a decision to make here. Stick with the 3-5-2 and hope for the best, or abandon it, and I wish I went with the latter, because in the end, 4 minutes after the restart, Chelsea made it 3-0, and to be honest, they could have won this game 5, 6, 7-0. They were just on fire, and we were terrible. A 3-0 scoreline. We got hammered in this game, absolutely awful, and a case of what the 3-5-2 can do when it doesn't work out for you, and that is destroy you, because we didn't have wingers that really contributed too much on the defensive end in this game. But afterwards, we responded, a 4-1 victory at home to Sunderland, which was really nice to see. George Becerra scored his first goal for the club on his debut 3 minutes after the restart, but we were were trailing at the break. Marlon Romeo scored for Sunderland just before the break. In the game, ex-Millwall right back making it 1-0. I'd like to see him score a few goals like that again this season in the Championship. But Bakary did score his first goal for the club on his debut 3 minutes after the restart. That was great to see. Then Berahino bagged a brace, and Donnelly won us the game with 8 minutes to go. But after that, 2 draws in a row. The first one being away at the Emirates in the FA Cup third round. We played a 4-2-3-1 in this game as well. Decided to change things up a little bit and try and out Fox Klopp. Didn't really start off that way though, because they scored about 30 seconds in, so that was great. But Donnelly did equalise for us 32 minutes in, hence why there's a replay today. And the final game was a 0-0 draw away at the Bet365 Stadium against Stoke in a bit of a damp score this one, not too many chances, and the game did finish as a stalemate. So only 1 win in our last 4, but we have been playing quite well the 3-5-2 late, so let's look on the positive side of things. We've been doing okay. In the competition's overview, of course, you guys know, in the Champions League, we're through to the first knockout round to take on Leverkusen. We do have the FA Cup third round replay today against Arsenal, and in the Premier League right now, we are sitting in third place with 16 games to go, 42 points accumulated. We're 8 points behind United, but they've got 4 games in hand at the top of the table. So let's not kid ourselves here. We're not in a title race this season. Even if we beat United today and inflict their first defeat on them this season, we're not going to be in a title race. We know that for sure. But this season, I'm hoping that unlike the past 3, we will be able to break into the top 3 for the first time in this series. So that is my goal, top 3 finish. And as things stand, we're on course to do that. So first game, it's Arsenal. It's the FA Cup third round replay. And let's go ahead and get the win and get through to the 4th round. So switching back to the 3-5-2 again, keeping Klopp guessing. He doesn't know what I'm doing. Neither do I sometimes. And this will be the team for the game. On the injury report, by the way, right now, Saidi, who this season has been injury plagued, just can't keep himself fit, is currently out, which is a bit of a shame, but should be coming back very soon, 1 to 2 days. And Olivier as well, also injured, and he'll be out for about a fortnight. So here we go then. First game of the episode is against Arsenal. These are our instructions, and this is the 3-5-2. Raj in goal, a back 4 of Dimov, Sonogo, and Keane, and in midfield, Huck on the left, Barley on the right, and the CM trio is Kirkpatrick, Malonaz, and Ross Barkley. Up top together, Donnelly and Rogerio, because they played so well at the Emirates in our league win over them. And on the bench, Vakari, Timon, Torre, Balut, Miguel, Dembele, and Berahino as well. So first game, it's Arsenal. Let's get the win. Come on, Hull City. Oh, I keep forgetting to change the director camera once I've done the highlights as well. I always forget that. Yeah, we're really playing well with the 3-5-2. What a great start to the game. I really do like this 3-5-2 at the moment, you know, I must say. We've been playing well with it, and of course, only 1 win in our last 4. Doesn't really back up my my confidence with it, but you know, I really do like it. You know, I really do. It's new, it's different, and of course, if you remember last season with the 4-2-4, when we changed to it, we were fantastic with it until the end of the season, and I'm hoping that's what's going on with the 3-5-2 as well. You know, we finally find a formation this year, switching to a new one that works well for us, and we do well with it until the end of the season, because the 4-2-3-1 just isn't working anymore. The 4-2-4 is still a little bit too attack-minded for my liking. This 3-5-2, though, is perfect for us, really. As Donnelly hits the bar from a free kick just 3 minutes in. That would be a perfect start, but still 0-0. Come on, Hull. And yet another highlight, Raj launching a goal kick long, and Rogerio with his big 6'6" frame wins it in the air. And Barley feeds Ross Barkley. Now back towards Malonaz. Now Barley on the ball towards Ross. Through towards Rogerio. Great chance here. Donnelly's through, and hits the post. Twice off the woodwork, 8 minutes in. I've said before, he's one of the most unluckiest strikers I've ever had. And you're seeing exactly why. And another highlight, and once again it does come to Hull. Rogerio on the ball, over the top towards Donnelly. You could be through. It's Brian. It's still Brian. Donnelly, and there we go. 3rd time lucky. Donnelly fires at home, and he gets his 20th of the season. 1-0 Tigers, and about time he found the back of the net. Come on, Brian. Missed the first 2, couldn't afford to miss the 3rd, and he didn't. Lovely work from Donnelly. Still had a lot of work to do once he received the ball from Rogerio, but he did it spectacularly so. Rogerio with the assist once again. Donnelly with the finish. 1-0 to Hull, and we take a deserved lead 15 minutes in. And yet another highlight here, and again it looks like it will come to Hull. Oh, I'm loving these two right now. Rogerio to Donnelly, they're in such good form together, although Donnelly does lose the ball right on cue, and Wolverton clears it. That's how we scored our second goal. You would have seen it at the Emirates in the league victory. Rogerio through to Donnelly, running onto the loose ball. Those two as a strike duo are looking very good indeed, but here come Arsenal looking for a goal, as Haddad, who also scored in the FA Cup third round against us, finds Piaka. He's tackled by Barley though, and the wing gives it straight to Bellerin as Arsenal look for an equalising goal. As Hector Bellerin, oh, he lost the ball there, and Donnelly wins it back. Holds onto the ball and finds Malona, so maybe a chance for us here. Donnelly receives it down left-hand side, through towards Ross Barkley, still playing for a contract. Barkley has Ruggiero with him, gives him the ball. And the Brazilian needs a teammate perhaps, releases Barley down the right side, chance for a cross and another assist, and oh, it's gone in. Oh my goodness, is that Donnelly's goal? It can't be, no, it's an own goal from the goalkeeper, Lewis. What on earth happened there? Well, we are cashing in on a lot of good karma right now. We've conceded many goals like this. Lucky deflections, I should say unlucky deflections. And now we're getting them in our favour. A clearance by Mingue deflects off his teammate and Lewis just seems to palm the ball into his own goal. 2-0 to Hull. It's no less than we deserve. But an element of luck to that goal, but no element of luck to that goal. Just a brilliant finish by Barkley. Another assist for Barley. We're 3 goals up. What a first half. Barley with another assist. This guy has just been racking him up this season. Crosses the ball in and Ross Barkley. Give this man a contract. I'm telling you, 3-0 to the Tigers. A brilliant finish on the volley. And we are 3 goals up, 21 minutes in. It's been an amazing first half. I'm keeping Klopp guessing. He doesn't know what to expect when we come and play him. Sometimes 4-2-3-1, sometimes 4-2-4, sometimes 3-5-2. He just can't cope. Donnelly on the ball, out wide towards Barley. Can we make it 4? As Barley goes on the right hand side, I'm loving this guy, I really am. Crosses, Ruggiero tries to flick it on, but can't. It's headed clear. Maybe a chance for Arsenal now on the break to get back in this game. Haddad on the ball, running at Hull players, has men over. Dragomir has a teammate in Kovalenko through, who does make it 3-1. Game back on. It's like a requirement. Every time we face Arsenal on camera, the games have got to be spectacular. 3-1 and goals galore in the first half, and it's no less than we expect after our Champions League quarter-final ties against them last year. Kovalenko would have finished, poor marking in the centre really, but a nice finish there, and it's 3-1. Lead reduced to 2, and here come Arsenal again. Once again, the 2 linking up. Dragomir to Kovalenko, crosses, Piakas at the back stick, and Raj makes the save, and the second strikes the post, and Sonogo gets it clear. My goodness gracious me, we could lead 7 or 8 goals against Arsenal, and I'd still feel like they could get back in the game and claim a point. So first highlight of the second half, and it does come to the Tigers. Malona's through towards Ross Barkley, who finds Ruggiero. Out wide towards Barley. Keep giving him the ball, because good things happen when he's got the ball at his feet. Kirkpatrick now through towards Donnelly, a Scottish bro who could be through. Oh, yes. Brian Donnelly with a finish. And there is our 4th goal. It was a bit of a Churchill moment there. Oh, gosh. 4-1 to Hull City. Donnelly with the finish. And this guy is back to his best, baby. Kirkpatrick with a nice little ball through. And Brian Donnelly finds space. And you give this guy a yard of space, and he is going to punish you. Fantastic finish past Lewis. 4-1. And hopefully we won't throw away these 3 goals now. So 5 minutes to go, still leading by 4 goals to 1. Can Arsenal get possibly a goal back? Well, maybe not, as Ruggiero's on the ball and finds Barley, and there could be a chance here for a 5th goal if Balut gets onto the ball, does really well and finds Kirkpatrick. Bellerin with a really important tackle, though, scrambles it clear, and now here come Arsenal, and we're really exposed now through so many bodies forward on the counter. Fogg could be through, and Fogg crosses, and it's deflected to Dragomir, who finds Kovalenko, and it's 4-2. 4.5 minutes to go. I think we'll be fine, but now starting to feel a little bit nervous. Nah, we should be fine. We should be fine. We can't defend. You know, we cannot defend. We can never defend. So I always knew they'd probably score a 2nd goal at some point. They've played just as good as us in this game, really, Arsenal. So not a real surprise and no less than they deserve. But we are going to get the win. We are through to the 4th round. And I think we're taking on either Burnley or Reading, I think it is, in the next round. Whoever wins that replay, honestly, I can't remember. We'll find out anyway, directly after the game. But it is a 4-2 win. We are through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Delighted with that. And right now, we seem to have Arsenal's number. Haven't lost against them in quite a while now. And now I've said that, you know the next game we play against them, we'll get thumped 4-0. Anyway, passionately, I will say, a very nice victory. Well done. Most of the players are happy. Why is Raj listening nervously? You're my captain, son. You've got to have nerves of steel. There we go. Look happy. That's much better. And there you go. So a 4-2 the final score. Good to get the win. And again, I think it is Burnley or Reading. I honestly can't remember. We'll find out. No, it can't be Reading then, can it? Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Oh, it is. It's Reading or Burnley. Well, we want those two. Alright, so second and final game of today's episode is United Old Trafford in the Premier League. They are so far the only undefeated side in the division. No surprises there, as they are well clear at the top of the table. So I'm not expecting much from this game, but hoping for the best, stick with the 3-5-2, and you never know. So this will be the team for the game then, of course, 3-5-2 with the same instructions. Raj is in goal, it's back for Ademo, Sonogo and Keane. In midfield, we've got Miguel on the left, Barley on the right, and in the middle, Kirkpatrick, Kante and Fruit Farouk Ballout, and as you can see, I've taken off deep lying playmaker for our central of the trio and put Kante in his box-to-box midfield preferred role, because I feel like this game might come down to who's got the more energy in the team. So Kirkpatrick and Kante through the middle, and Farouk Ballout with high stamina as well. I'm just hopeful that might do something for us. Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And up top together, Brian Donnelly and Saido Berahino, who last year were so good together, and we need them to recapture their fantastic goal-scoring prowess as a duo in this game. On the bench, Vakari, Huck, Bakera, Malonas, Barkley, Dembele, and Ruggiero. And that is that. So, away we go. It is the second game today. It's Manchester United Old Trafford. Not expecting much, but hoping for the best. Come on, Hull City. Look at those odds. I mean, that really sums it up, doesn't it? That really sums up their dominance. We are 10-1 today. 10-1 to stun United and get the win. That's how good they are in this game. 10-1, and we're in third place. We're in third place, but that's just how dominant they are. No one believes that anyone can beat United. No one thinks that any team in the world can beat Manchester United, because they just can't at this rate. I should say as well, you know, a few of you guys have been asking in the comment section, you know, over the past couple of seasons really, could we potentially leave Hull at some point and go to a new team, particularly if we don't win any silverware as well. I'm not against moving clubs, said that before, but it needs to be the right club. If we're going to leave to a new team in this division, Miguel clears the ball off the line, it would need to be a step up from us. It would need to be like either Arsenal or Chelsea or City, one of those teams with a really big budget and are just as good as us as well. Because if we take steps backwards to a team out of form right now who, you know, right now aren't playing very well, like Spurs or Liverpool, for example, it doesn't make much sense. We've got a decent team, a good young team as well, a really nice setup. It needs to be the right job. If we are going to leave, it needs to be the right job. Or United, obviously. I mean, I'd love to go to United, but I think Jose's in net for the long term, sadly. As why wouldn't it be, considering their success? As Sidibe finds Ziyech, and a chance here for Manchester United down left-hand side, as the number 8 can cross the ball to the middle, pick out Marcus Rashford, and Raj makes the save, and keeps it at 0-0. Lucky escape there, but we're getting dominated early, and no one's surprised. We're 10-1. I'm going to switch to counter. I never like to switch to counter, but I think it might be the best thing to do right now. Take off retained possession, mix the passing up a little bit as well, and see if we can possibly hit them on the break, although Raj has just got an injury, and that is not good at all. My captain and my first choice goalkeeper getting an injury. That's not good to see, but a chance here possibly. Diemov crosses, Ballout heads it down, Bailey gets it away though, but Kirkpatrick first loose ball, Rashford intercepts though, and away come United. I just do not know how we get the better of them on this game. Come on, well done Ballout, wins it back, and now Derbali through towards Saido, loses out to Jimenez though, and United get it back. We've done nothing in this first half. We're getting battered in possession, battered in shots, battered in on target. We had to take a shot. My goalkeeper's got an injury as well. It's not looking good as Sonogo heads it clear. Miguel first to the ball though and finds Ballout. Come on, can we just create one chance in this first half? No, Pogba with a tackle, and here come the Red Devils. Rashford on the ball, tries to get past Kirkpatrick, gets past another as well. Bailey could be through, plays it across. Rashford, good block by Sonogo, and the second cross hits the post, and oh god. I mean, I can't complain because we got a goal like that in the last game against Arsenal, and it just goes to show you that this is exactly why I don't complain about those sort of things, because I know at the end of the season it will balance itself out. Luck balances itself out across the course of the year. That cross hits the post, and then I don't even know what happens here. The cross hits off Derbali and goes into the back of the net. Clearance, I should say. 1-0 United, and they go in front. So second half begins. Might have to take off Raj as a precautionary method and bring on Vakari. We're 1-0 down now, so I expect United to close out this game. But there is still time. You know, the second half's only just begun for us to get back in the game. But my concern is that right now we're getting dominated in the stats, and we just can't create any chances at all, and can't keep hold of the ball either, as United get it back from Raj's free kick. Rashford on the ball, tackled by Kante though, who scrambles it clear. But again, just a turnover in possession straight away, as once again United get back on the ball. Giannusa towards the number 8, through towards Leon Bailey. Martial could be through, Ballout gets it clear, but again it's straight to a United player. Short to Pogba, space to shoot, and what a goal. Paul Pogba with a strike. 1-0 United, sorry 2-0 United. Just give them the game and give them the title. I've seen you guys showing me you can beat United on this game. You guys have done it. I've seen your screenshots, and that's great. Oh, another deflection. Didn't notice that at first. Another deflection as United go 2 goals up. But I can't do it. You know, you guys can do it, but I can't seem to do it at all. They are just far too good and just totally unstoppable in my save. And as things stand right now, I'm not joking, they are on course to win the quadruple for 3 straight seasons. That's just unbelievable. And it also shows you that I don't like to play counter on this game either, because you just invite so much pressure, and I can't defend with my team on this game at all. So we're always going to concede, letting them take shots and letting them come forward. And since we continue to give the ball away as well, we can't create chances on the break. So this game is definitely going to be a loss then. There's no doubt about it now. And it will be, sadly, another victory for United as they continue to dominate in the Premier League and have no problems whatsoever. And as I'm making changes, they've gone 3 goals up. I don't know what happened there. We'll find out together. But Pogba scored his second. Yeah, 34 shots, 16 on target. This is first versus third. You know, there's a reason we're 10-1. We may as well be 100-1. Pogba on the ball, and once again, it's another strike from range. Vakari off the bench can't get to it. 3-0 United. Just give them the title. Well, I've said before, we're going to play until we win a trophy. So this series should be still here in January 2018, because we cannot beat Manchester United, and no one can. 3-0 the final score. A easy win for the Red Devils, and I mean, I don't know, 58 goals in 19 games, only 10 let in, 17 wins, 0 defeats from 19. I don't know, I really don't know. I think at some point we will win something, but I don't know when it's going to be, because right now United are just that dominant and that good that it doesn't look like anyone can beat them at all in any competition, domestically or in Europe either. They really are just that good. But anyway, that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy the episode, then please do consider leaving a like. We shall return in the next episode with games against, well, I want to play that Leverkusen game. So what we'll do is we'll have Leverkusen in the next episode at home in the first leg of our Champions League first knockout round tie at the KCOM Stadium, and it will take on Bournemouth away at the Vitality as well. Fletcher Stadium, Vitality Stadium, Fletcher Stadium. Oh, it's a new stadium, that's why. So thanks for watching, guys. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon. Bye.